Peace, friends and enemies. Welcome to So Fucking Interesting. I am your host, Matus the Pharaoh.
I'm Michael.
And I'm your boy, Elkoomson.
Yeah, Elkoomson.
L to the coom to the sun.
The son of the sun. Amura in the house. El, you're no stranger to the podcast. You've been with us from question everything to everything, so it's really cool to get you on and to actually get you like answering questions.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. I like it. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can bloody hear you fantastically.
Quite well.
Oh, good.
Maybe your headphone speakers is just...
No, that's just something.
headphone speakers, headphone volume.
It just sounds here. I think that whatever you just did, I think actually made a difference.
Better.
I think it is better.
Fantastic.
Fun-fucking-tastic. Elkoomson.
L to the Moomson.
So what we do now, right, El, is we have this game we call Game44, where we have 44 questions, very similar to Question Everything. 44 questions, you get 22 minutes, and we're actually going to try to count today.
Hopefully.
22 minutes to answer as many of those questions as you can find humanly possible.
Okay.
But no rush or whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for those who don't know or won't know, you should know, Elkoomson over here is one of the most illest aspiring artists coming out of Sydney, and he's truly something to check out, and he's about to come out with a song. Matter of fact, it might be out by the time this drops.
Yeah,
so
most likely.
you know what I mean? You got heat coming out this year, definitely, man.
Yes,
so get behind him for show.
For sure.
And look at that fantastic ass he's got.
Hey! Honey!
That's for y'all.
Clearly. Are you ready to play the game?
Let's do it.
All right. And start.
22 minutes. All right, what's your first question? What first number?
22.
Oh my God. That's like half of 44.
My God.
Guys, we're so in sync. We're so aligned.
Well, oh my God.
Is it okay to do something bad for the greater good?
Yes.
Just straight up yes?
Straight up, yes.
Okay, so like...
it is bad.
It's bad.
But it's good.
But I have
you
to
said
hold
for
this
the
stuff.
greater,
This
you
is
said,
staying.
Yeah, but you said for the greater good, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the
like,
greater good, yeah.
If it's for the greater good at the end of the day, then by all means, you know?
All right, so if the bad was... hypothetically, okay?
Yes.
If the bad was like a family member having to die, so let's say in order for you to stop a bomb, we used this example before, and we're just going to run with it. Let's say in order for you to stop a bomb going off in a stadium full of 5,000 people, you have to detonate an explosion to kill the guy who's about to press a detonator to blow up that stadium, and he's in a building. And in the building, they know for a fact there's maybe 15 people in there that may get injured or killed, most likely, and one of them is a family member. Whoa, what do you do?
What are you doing?
What do you do, buddy? What do you do, buddy? Oh no, buckling. You got 10 seconds, buddy. Do you press the red button, buddy?
6.
I don't know. I think I just have to. I think I'll just have to.
2.
I don't know.
1.
Just do it.
Oh, he said just do it. Just do it means press the button and let the yeah.
Nah, because the thing is like
For the greater good.
I mean, look, we can go into many different levels and say, well, all this and that could be, martyrs or whatnot. But like at the end of the day, like, fuck. Nah, but it is low key. Right? Like, come on, like, if that's a choice, I'm sure I don't know. I know they wouldn't like it. Obviously, they wouldn't like it. But like,
do you feel like the people in there would be like, okay, if I die, I save like 5,000. I help save 5,000 people, or do you think they're gonna be like, why I gotta die?
Yeah. I think
it's like because your ass is in that building.
Hold on. Let's say you were in the building.
If I was in the building.
And the greater good, the evil was to let yourself die. And for the greater good, do you sacrifice yourself for 5,000 strangers?
Damn.
Yeah, fuck that, right?
I'm sorry, fuck y'all.
I'm like, listen, I got love for y'all, but I'm trying to live too, man.
Straight up. And
why I gotta call in my card?
5,000 people is a lot of people that I don't know if you actually give a fuck about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are 5,000 people in this world that I fucking hate. I'm sure there's probably more.
Yeah.
And how do I know? How do I know that they didn't all go to the same game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All 5,000 people.
I might need to know who's playing.
Yeah, right.
And be like, wow, those fans. Do we really need them?
Sucks.
Yeah. Might be like, So
yeah, I think I would rather live, to be honest.
Okay, that's an honest answer.
What if it was like not Left 4 Dead, Last of Us style, where you have the cure inside you, but you have to die for everyone to have the cure.
For everyone to have the cure?
I think I'll go.
That's a bit different,
that's
man.
different.
I am literally.
I'm like the reason for this. This world
I
to
could say.
follow.
I personally could say only I.
I was the
it's
guy.
not like somebody else can press this button here.
Yeah.
Only I. Then I'm like,
I'll take that.
Give me 15 weeks.
universe.
I'll be the Jesus of the next century.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He'll be the next.
Instead of Godson, you're Elkoomson.
Whoa.
But I guess I'd still be like, but you got to give me 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
preparation.
just give me a little bit of time to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before I die.
And
Are you really going to hold this clock up the whole time?
I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, we'll see how long he goes. Put your bets in now. For how long you think he's going to hold it?
At what time do you think I will die?
Self-destruction. What's your next number?
We'll go. You said 44 questions.
That's correct.
All right,
That's
I'll go
correct.
11.
Whoa, that's like
all the evens
of 44, 1/4, right? Yeah.
All right, Matt. Do you want to answer?
Sorry, son.
Ask the question.
If they were giving out personal AI for free, would you cop one?
Like a robot, iRobot type.
Like fully for me, like personally designed for me.
Well, I mean, like the company that makes them is giving them for free to kind of get people used to them, and they're like, you can come through, you're allowed to have one because you're whatever for whatever fucking reason they give, and you come through and you get to check out this robot that you know it's a AI, it's artificial intelligence, it knows what's up, can help you a lot with whatever. Do you take one home? Or do you be like Will Smith and iRobot and say fuck that and wear really cool Converse Chucks and actually drive?
Yeah, I think I'll take the Will Smith path.
You wouldn't take the iRobot?
Nah, I don't think I'll take the robot.
Ooh, why?
Only because like me personally, like
Elon Musk
I'm young,
somewhere is upset.
I'm young. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Elon, but like,
sorry, Elon.
I feel like that's for the next generation. I feel like that's not. I don't think I was.
That's a war, not for us.
Yeah, not for me. Like I'm sorry, but that's
not dying on that hill.
You know, like I'm not gonna go out I'm not about to go out the same way we were created. Not exactly the same way we created, but like through creation, we'll,
as in we get wiped out by the
yeah.
I feel like if I had like a button on my ring that I could wear, that if I pressed it, it just stopped entirely. If I had a kill switch that was on me constantly, not on it, on me, then maybe.
Yeah.
Just like because having that motherfucker around could be really helpful, man.
That's the thing. But it's just, I was just thinking like, I don't want to trust something I don't have actual control over, because if I can't trust that thing to back me out when I'm getting my ass whooped real quick, and it's just like, oh, I see and recognize my owner's getting his ass whooped.
What happens if it can beat that ass for you?
If it can beat that ass,
if it's designed to protect you,
bro, please, by all means. I'll talk all this shit.
You get into it.
I'll talk all this shit. I'll be up for you saying the most wild shit.
I robot. Beat this motherfucker's ass. But they'd have a robot. It'd just be battles of the robots. But what about a car? You don't fully trust the car, but you still get in them.
Yeah.
No. Why are we like?
I'm in control of my car.
Are you okay? You are to a certain extent. But what happens if something like there's an engine issue and then your car does something and then you don't have control? The whole idea of an AI is that you also have control over it unless something were to go wrong. But isn't that the same premise that we use all tech?
That's true. That's a good point. To me, fair. You got me there because that's a pretty fair point. I just think
because it's like we fear what we don't understand when it comes to technology. And initially, I'd be like yeah, man, fuck that. But then I was just thinking, but like, look at all the tech we just have faith in.
All the free hand jobs.
All the free air.
Come on.
Yeah. That's all you're thinking about.
I'm sorry. You just take the free air. I just thought about that video of that guy with the automatic robot. And it's like, he's like, I can't stop. Okay, sorry.
That's too funny, man. Oh my God.
No, my bad.
No.
You got me there.
Now I'm just imagining this fucking robot. I'm just imagining everyone gets an iRobot on Monday and no one comes out till Thursday because everyone's exploring their robot.
Wow.
God damn.
What if it needs to like take your DNA for you to like for it to like work with you, you know? So it understands and recognizes you.
Okay.
So that's why the 4 days, you know, hidden away is there.
Yeah.
It's for
as long as it's swallowing it. My
DNA.
DNA.
They probably just bring out a tab. It's like, zzz, and you just have to just make sure it gets on the tab. And it's just like,
You have to make sure it
like,
gets on the tab. Please aim, sir.
Not on my face.
They've become a whole porn genre for robot porn.
100 and no fucking
Robot
There already
bukkake.
is.
Come
There
on.
already
Oil on me.
No.
Oil on me. Oil on me.
Yeah, bro. Straight up.
Oh, yes, I'm a greasy girl. That's too funny.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
It's too funny. Even the clock fell. Nah, it's like they would definitely.
Come on.
They would definitely be oil porn.
No fucking doubt.
Or robot porn.
Come on. It's going to be like Futurama, bro. Like, straight up, it's going to be like
Bender.
Yeah.
Bro,
Nah, that's wild.
Robots looking at robot strippers.
Bound chicka
just
wow
looking at
wow.
their codes and circuits.
Yeah.
Ooh, private shit.
So,
Ooh. Work the circuit.
Wow. Bro.
What's your next number?
36.
Ooh.
Oh,
Great number.
the 30 of the 6. Okay.
What do you think about the hollow earth theory?
I'm not going to say it's not true. And I'm not going to say it's true.
Shit.
But I'm going to say...
You're open to the idea.
Yeah, I'm definitely open to the idea. I think it's more justifiable to me than, I guess... Oh, fuck, I don't know, bro. Look, the thing is, like, if I'm going to say flat earth right now, the only reason why... No, just check me.
I'm checking.
In my ID, if I think of the flat earth, not compared to the same as other people, I think of it more as like a plane that has a center, which makes it hollow or that thing. But really, it's like the earth is like flat like this, but it's got it's like a disc. It's got a hole in the middle. And the energy like flows through it like this. And that's what gives it that kind of round kind of feel of that sun. Like, okay.
Interesting. So you imagine that there's a flat and there's a firmament?
Yeah, so it's kind of not, I wouldn't even say like a firmament. I wouldn't even say like a firmament. I would just say like I would just say like I just feel like it's a plane. It's a plane. So if you looked at it from afar, you'll see it's a plane. Right? But what makes up of this plane or this cell or whatever you want to call it, or this bubble or this marble, you know, that's what gives it the energetic flow is probably that circular motion feeling that we probably.
So you don't think we're actually existing on that outer? So like the land that we exist on is the outer shell of that bubble. You're saying we exist on a inner line of that bubble.
In a plane, and I feel like it could possibly go like this and could even go to the other side.
But what about like curvature?
I think you can live on the other side. That's the idea of the, you know how they say gravity pulls to right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying like when it's flat like this and you could live on both sides, right? But the hole that's in there is what holds everything to the plane.
Mm-hmm. But we
it's
do
like
live on
circle, but
other
it's
sides.
like it's not, instead of it being like an actual circle, it's kind of like an oval. And it kind of goes over a bit.
You're not wrong in the sense that it isn't a full. It's not a full circle.
Yeah, like
it is oval to a certain extent because of gravity.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit wider on
the sides.
On certain. Well, there's no sides on a circle in a sense, but on certain.
It's actually a sphere.
Oh, a sphere. Yeah. No, that's correct. It's not a circle. Yeah. So it's just. But the sphere, I imagine, is a little bit wider, lemony, sort of, because of gravity. But the idea of it being flat, like, what about curvature?
Yeah, because the thing is, I don't want to exactly say flat. That's why I was like, I don't want to say it's flat.
When I hear flat Earth, this is the flat Earth model for me. The flat Earth model is if you got Earth flat, all land is on this one flat plane. Underneath that plane, you have like pillars that hold that Earth, and underneath that is like, it could be hell, it could be shoal. Okay. And there's a firmament, so a bubble-esque type of thing that covers the whole flatness, and within that firmament is the sun that rotates around, that goes in a circle, and the moon that follows suit, and stars and other planets that are small but within the firmament, and that's the old school idea of how Earth was. But it's not like even when I say old school, I don't like the idea that for a long time we all thought the Earth was flat and then we realized it wasn't. There were actually people in ancient times who knew that the world wasn't flat. It's just the predominant medieval concept
was that it was flat.
Went back to it being flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anyone who had an opposing idea was ostracized. You know what we're talking about before about that new show on Netflix about the Illuminati, whatever, and how we're talking about the idea of Illuminati where they were illuminated and in their time where the church was in power, and if you had any idea that went against the biblical idea, you were a heretic.
Yeah.
And so secret societies formed because they were seeking enlightenment and not just whatever the book said. But that's an interesting idea, your version of how you think it might be. So people live on the other end, is that?
Yeah, I think people live on the other end as to how this hollow thing is probably working.
Because the idea of the hollow Earth is like the Earth is round, but at some point, maybe at Antarctica, there's a hole,
and you can go
that
inside.
If you go deep enough, I don't know how the gravity works in there, but like,
I don't know about the gravity thing, but then again, it's like, we don't know. Like, we haven't even explored 70% of the ocean yet. Is that what they say? We're not. Is it 70%?
Changed. I think we've discovered
more.
A lot more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, it's just the idea of that not being discovered is what is already more to me than what we have discovered, because we don't know how far or how big what we haven't discovered actually is, which may blow away out of the water all the shit we have learned. May be like, well, that just completely contradicts everything we see. Like, we can physically see. This may, go against that. But it's just, I reckon the hollow Earth thing could possibly be real, to be honest. Like, it has a possibility.
It has a definite possibility.
I think somewhere you could, because there's so many stories about it.
Yeah, there are. It's interesting why that would even come from anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, and even that movie of Journey to the Center of the Earth. So why would you make a movie like that?
Because people like making ideas.
I like to entertain the idea.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
but Harry Potter isn't real, but we still like to entertain the idea.
We're
creative beings.
Idealistically, but then
things stem from something, but they're major embellishments.
In movies, they're exaggerated.
So like there could be a civilization in a cave that became a whole world of people in a hollow Earth.
Yeah,
things can be embellished like that.
Right.
What's your next number? You really are holding this motherfucker up. Oh, props to the dedication, man.
Hold up my homies.
Let's go 44.
44. You doing the evens?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's go. I was about to say let's change one, but your reaction has made me be like, okay.
Oh, you could change if you like.
Now let's go.
Question 44. What happens when we die?
Oh, God.
Classic.
Oh, okay. God. Cool. Thanks for the answer. All right, next question.
43
we were having this conversation a little bit before, weren't we? Just about the possibilities. Like, I was, when we were talking about it, one of the things that we were saying is like, when people ask me if I think of heaven and hell, do I believe in heaven and hell? And I say, nah, not really, not in the stories that we have or whatever. And they're like, oh, so you just don't believe in nothing. I'm like, no, if anything, you've limited yourself to like one idea of what's possible.
Exactly.
When I entertained the fact that there could be so many concepts. Yeah. Like this could be a simulation. You wake up and it's not. You could just return to the ether of everything and come back as a new form of things, reincarnation, or that we're an energy source for a different being.
A video game.
Or we're in a video game. Yeah,
yeah. That was a good mission. That was good.
that was awesome. That was the 80th time I played. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you think about what happens when you die, is there any one of those things that stands out the most for you?
No.
It's all just like possible.
Because who am I to say something like that?
Yeah.
Like, right, if you are still in front of me to tell me, then I don't believe your ass. You know what I'm saying? If you're in front of me to tell me what it is, I don't believe you.
Yeah,
like,
if you tell me that you know, if you tell me that you know, I know you're a fucking liar. So I ain't trusting anything else you have to say.
Yeah.
Anyone who can tell me exactly, nah, I'm not trusting anything else you have to say.
How do you know? If you know so well, you should be fucking living Mr. Bossman life, knowing the shit that you know, or whatever it is. But
I don't.
It's just like. But then again, it's like each to their own.
Big question mark. Well, I think people tend to believe what they like to believe.
Yeah.
Know what they know to be closer to the truth. Just what makes them feel good, or what they're used to. Yeah, for 100%. It's just it's comfort. It's like, well, this is a beautiful lie. And I don't like the ugly truth. I want the beautiful lie. And I feel like, man, just be real about it. Say, I'm not interested in facts and evidence and proof and truth.
I'm scared of it.
I would rather feel good. Give me a warm bed. You know what I mean? And I'm happy.
Tell me it's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be all right. Yeah, exactly. All right, you have time for one more. Well, maybe even more questions. You're rushing through them.
Let's go. 17.
Oh, when I was 17.
Literally, when I was 17, it was fucked up.
Do you believe in soulmates?
No.
No.
Next one.
Because the thing is, it's like, I don't know about soulmates. I would say there's people that you may, like, the thing is like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I do believe in soulmates. I just think the idea about soulmates is a bit like
convoluted.
Yeah, I think people have kind of like messed it up a bit. Because the thing is, like, my worst enemy is probably my soulmate.
What do you mean by that?
Because that's my mission. That's my purpose. That's why he's my soulmate. Because there's a reason for it.
Okay.
I don't just have relationships with people just cause, and that's like there's 7 billion people exist on this planet, maybe more, whatever. But that's a shit ton of motherfuckers. I don't know half or even a third or even 1,000 of those people. You know what I'm saying?
Billions,
so it's kind of like. Wait, what was the question? Sorry.
Do you believe in soulmates?
My point is that there's too many people. Like,
what's my name again?
For me to say,
you're my one.
Yeah, you're my one, because it's like, no, literally everyone I'm experiencing is my soulmate, because 100%. This experience I'm experiencing is not it's a physical experience, but I'm soul experiencing this physical experience with other souls experiencing the same thing as me. Yeah. So pretty much everybody I am associated with, whether it's good or bad, is my soulmate. That's how I see it.
So there's not one specific particular person.
I don't think it can be, because it's like everybody has a purpose.
Well, you know? I just think when I look at the numbers, there aren't like, how do you equate that the world is always evened out? That somebody's always got somebody. When most people end up with somebody that based on location and access, not because that was the right the chosen person from. It was chosen through nature and nurture, like in circumstance. And it's and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I think we just as a species connect more
on that level, feeling like that.
And like we should see that. I like that idea that we are all soulmates in a sense, because we're souls having a physical experience. And it's possible to connect at some level from soul to soul with multiple souls.
People from many different relations.
I'm a poly soulmate, you know what I mean? I got many soulmates, you know what I'm saying?
He's got them all.
I got them all. I think you have time for one more question. One more question. One more question.
Let's do 27.
Number 27. Number 27. All right. What's an ick that you've ever given to somebody? An ick. Like somebody likes you, they feeling you, and everything is about you, and then you just do something.
Like you sneeze on her, and she's like, "Oh."
No, like you hop in bed and be like, "Oh, goody goody," and she's like, "What the fuck is that?" You're like, "Oh, I call my like sheet goody goody," and she's like,
"Oh,
nah, fuck that. I ain't fucking this guy again." Or like you like a girl, and then you see her pick her nose and then eat it in the gym. And I seen that with you. We were in the gym once, and he turns to me. He's like, bro, that girl just like full. It went, and then went. I'm like, it's bad enough you picking it. Why you eating it? Bonus question. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Is it true?
Fuck. I don't
That's
know.
what you usually do when you're cheating. Fuck.
No, the thing is, look, I'll tell you straight up. I cheated in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be straight up, right? I'm gonna be straight up.
He's scandalous.
I did, and I did it to somebody that I admittedly can say today, like, it was a bad idea. I probably shouldn't have done that. But
no way.
But I learned my lesson though. I never cheated again. I promise.
Really?
That one time I cheated, I never cheated again.
Okay, what was last night? No, I'm kidding. I'm playing. No. So it happened once, and you were just like, "Nah, this ain't for me." The guilt.
It was the guilt,
ugliness.
and I even told her that's how guilty I felt. I felt so guilty. I just told her straight up. She was at my house and everything, and everything. She's trying to be so sweet with me, and my mom was there and shit. And I'm just like, fuck. I feel like the shittest cunt, like in front of my mom and everything. Like I'm fully about to like act like this, and I just didn't give her the energy. And when I took her home and we got on the bus, and just before I left her, I told her straight up. I was like, yo, I cheated on you, and she started like. biggest tear I've ever seen come out of somebody's eyeball came out. And the thing is, like, this is the thing. Yeah, you can cheat.
One tear came out of her eyeball.
There was
the
plenty more.
biggest tear.
Plenty more to follow, but that one tear, it actually made me realize, like, bro,
It's
actually
a tear
really
that broke
hurt
the
someone's
camel
fucking
back.
feelings, you know?
You really hurt that person.
Really hurt that person.
So, like, if you cheating once doesn't make you a constant cheater. At what point are you like always a cheater? If you've cheated more than 10 times in 10 different relationships,
you're not always a cheater, because unless you are,
you can always change, right?
I believe that everybody can change. I believe everybody can change. If you don't believe, if you don't give me an opportunity or anybody else another chance to actually change, then go fuck yourself, to be honest. Like, don't even sit around and wait for me to change, because if you don't want to give me an opportunity or seem like I can change, then
I think people can change, but I also think it's like, listen, I believe you can change, but I don't need to be there for your change.
Yeah.
I need to let you go. You should change for the next person. But if there's enough damage happened here, then that's where damage ends.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't need to be the one to prove that person can change. It's not the onus on you unless it's worth it. But that's the show right there. Friends and enemies. Elkoomson, I'm so happy you joined us, and it flew, man. It always flies, you know what I mean. And honestly, if we didn't keep the timer, if this guy right here, the timekeeper, we'd go for 3 hours. It's just no. I mean, we've been literally just
we do our
kicking
own
it and
podcast
talking
live every single time we meet.
all the time. Yeah,
we're ready. Right, you guys need to just pull up, just listen to the door. You're gonna get school some game.
Terrible idea.
Facts.
Don't do that.
You're gonna learn you something.
Yeah, don't do that.
You're gonna learn you something. As Americans say.
Hey, I'm
gonna learn you something.
I'm gonna learn you something. Make sure you guys follow Elkoomson. Check out his music. His tags right here, and
spell it for the people that are listening.
ELKOOMSON.
Much love, guys. Peace.